Welcome back, JDM fam. Today we're going to be wrapping the door panels on the 2IS, the 2011 Lexus IS250. So it should be a pretty easy job, but it is a little tedious. So let me show you guys why we're wrapping them. All right, guys, so here's the 2IS. If you guys have watched my videos, you're probably familiar with this IS. Beautiful car, but there's a lot of chrome on it. Really don't like this chrome. I mean, around the windows it's not too bad, it kind of blends in, but this huge thing of chrome right here I just am not a big fan of. You can tell that there's like the stock black piece back there and someone just added these chrome pieces. I'm pretty sure that's what it looks like. At least if you guys look there, you can see that there's like a black piece behind there. So I was planning on possibly replacing these or just taking these off, but I don't know. I think it would be easier just to wrap it over really quick. All I have to do is just go over them really quick and just tuck around the corners a little bit and heat them up. So that's what we're gonna do today, guys. I am limited on time, so I need to hurry, but yeah, we're just going to clean this up with some rubbing alcohol. Not only are we wrapping these, I am doing this because we do have some window visors that we're going to be installing right over these. So it's gonna look really clean with some window visors right here, but we do need to get rid of this. Otherwise, we're gonna have to remove the window visors to ever replace or change the color of these. All right, guys, so we got some black Vivid wrap. I'm a big fan of Vivid. If you guys didn't know, I just wrapped the whole CRV in Nardo Gray Vivid wrap. This stuff is beautiful. It really does turn out just like paint, and that's why I'm a big fan of this stuff. Really like this stuff, and it does last in the sun here in Phoenix, Arizona, which is a big plus because it gets really hot and really intense in the summer. So let's start cleaning these guys. We're going to clean it with some rubbing alcohol like I mentioned, and then we'll let it dry and start wrapping. So it's pretty cool out here, so that's a good thing. You really don't want to wrap really anything in the heat because the wrap will just stick to it and it makes it a lot harder to reposition it. So we're just going to go over this really well, make sure there's nothing stuck on here, get around the corners as well. I'm going to get around the corners and open the doors so we can really clean inside of here, make sure that this Vivid wrap sticks really well. Okay, so now that that's done, we're going to pull out the wrap, cut off some pieces, measure it out a little bit. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to tuck this area down here. It's already cut and tucked, so it should look really clean if that portion is already tucked in and it's already cut from the factory, so it's a straight line and everything. So now let's just go over this. And I mean, that's basically it, guys. Wonder if there's a cap on here. I think there is because I'm seeing scratches all over the place. Oh yeah, there's a cap. I'm glad. Okay, so that's basically it for laying it down. Just want to make sure that it's clean and there's no air bubbles. Pretty simple. So I'm just leaving a nice amount of space. I will trim this up in a bit. Just want to make sure I'm not cutting it too short. And then on this area back here, I'm going to tuck it back and then trim it so I know how much area I actually need and I'm not cutting it a little too short like I mentioned. Cut it just a little bit shorter. I'm probably going to heat this up just to make sure it doesn't shrink or not want to stick. Okay, so now I'm going to heat it up, start tucking it, and then I'll trim the rest of it. And that's what it looks like when it's done. It's tucked in and it looks really clean. So check out those lines. It all matches up. It looks really good. I'm really happy with it. So that is a lot better than that chrome, guys. Check it out. It blends in. It just looks good. and it's gonna look way better with the visors up here as well. We just have 3 more to do right now. I'm gonna get this one done pretty fast, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, just gotta make sure you heat it up so it sticks and it becomes permanent. Otherwise, it can come off later on. That's how it's done, guys. Looks so clean, so much better than all of that chrome. It is wrapped really good, and as you guys might see, I actually changed clothes because this is another day. Something came up, ended up just wrapping this really quick and taking a break. So we got to wrap the other side still, guys. I wanted to include all of this in the same video, but if you guys look at these corners, they look really, really clean. Yeah, sometimes the wrap needs to be tucked in again, but I mean, those corners look really good. It came out really, really clean, and the black wrap looks really good. It goes with the tinted windows so well. You just got to make sure to prep and clean with alcohol, rubbing alcohol, before you end up wrapping, guys, so it does last a long time. It stays looking good, and it stays sticking to the surface. So to get the wrap to tuck really well, what I did was tuck it behind the trim pieces after actually heating it up. After that, it will basically just conform to the trim, and once it's tucked around all of the trim, then all you have to do is just trim it from behind the trim piece, and it will all just cut really clean to the trim and basically mold to it. And there we go, guys. It's all done. Passenger side looks great. Driver side is looking really good. Really happy with the outcome. This Vivid wrap should last a long time. So now all we need to do is just avoid washing the car, let it heat up in the sun, let it cook on and become more permanent. And it should last a long time. This Vivid wrap lasts forever, guys. It lasts a really long time. We have lots of mods planned for the IS in the near future, so make sure to subscribe and hit that like button, guys. It means a lot to me. All of your support, you guys watching my videos, means the world to me, so thank you guys so much for that, and I'll see you guys on the next video.